Hello, everyone. Good morning. At least it's morning where I'm at right now, and welcome to Make Your Mind. This is a little bit of an impromptu video, I guess, but I must admit I've been getting back into a video game series that I must admit that I've been a massive fan of, but it's kind of fallen out over the years, no pun intended. But mainly because the last game that came out was a little bit disappointing. But I have to admit, I still am in love with the lore for the most part, even though it can be a little bit jumbled around. But I made this earlier because I was watching videos of a YouTuber named Oxhorn. Sorry, let me clean that off. And he does a lot of Fallout lore videos where he has this amazing commentary. So if you ever want to check out Oxhorn, I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description below. If you're a Fallout fan and you're not subscribed to Oxhorn, oh my god, what are you doing? He does some of the best, the absolute best lore videos that you'll see, but the one lore video that he hasn't done, although he's made a bunch of hint videos on it, but maybe because there isn't that much lore about it, is based on this creature. The Scorchbeast. I mean, this thing, I made this earlier just out of the single orange clay that I normally doodle out of, and these things are insane. Basically, what Bethesda, the game developer, did is they took their model of the dragons from Skyrim and they added it to Fallout, which is a brilliant idea. And of course, the game's been out for a couple of years, so spoiler alert. But come on. If you don't know about this and you know about Fallout 76, come on. These things, man, they're crazy looking. They're basically these massive bats that have been mutated by the forced evolutionary virus and a bunch of other mutations, basically making different versions of the FEV. And they have essentially become the bringers of the plague, essentially. So if a Scorchbeast comes around, whatever creatures are around it get infected by the scorched virus. I guess it'd be a virus. And the people get infected and they become the scorched as well. Check that thing out. It's basically a giant bat. It's got these huge wings, and it has these front arms that are basically mutated from the FEV. At least I believe it was mutated by the FEV. It was mutated by the Enclave, who was actually using a specific strain of the FEV in order to mutate these creatures in a lab. But you'll find that out when you play the game. I'm not going to... yeah, whatever. A little bit fell off. This was just a doodle anyway. It's not meant to be perfect. But this was just a sort of concept idea. Would anybody be interested in seeing some sculptures of the Fallout games? Because I've gotten sort of back into Fallout, and I'm a massive fan of the game. I live here in Florida, and I used to play Airsoft. I played Airsoft for many years, and then life and everything else kind of caught up with me, so I kind of fell out of playing Airsoft, no pun intended. But there was a place up north of where I live that they every year, the first week of November, the first weekend, they always do a Fallout-based Airsoft game, and man, I do miss playing that. I really do. I got a bunch of my friends who actually still do it, and they base a lot of the game on Fallout 76, but they also base it a little bit on Fallout 4, and even a little bit of New Vegas as well. And Fallout New Vegas, that game, oh my goodness, I put easily 2,500 hours into that game, especially when I was in the U.S. military. That game was so good. And I also played quite a lot of Fallout 4. I beat the game twice. And I had a couple of different stat characters that I used. Oh man, that game, I missed that game, and I wish I could start playing it again. But I'm gonna have to get a better PC if I'm gonna do that. If I'm gonna get back into gaming, I need to upgrade my PC, which will come. We'll see. But for now, what do you guys think? Should I start doing some of the Fallout creatures? I would love to do it, but I would love to hear some feedback if anybody would love to see that. I would love to do full color sculpts, maybe even a couple of tutorials if they're not too long. I typically don't, when I do a tutorial video, I try to keep it under 30 minutes because it's tough to watch a video that long. But in the meantime, what do y'all think? Leave a comment down below, and if you want to see more of those videos, remember to like the video and also subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so that if you do want to see these videos, you'll get notified right away. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.